What is up, Alfonso Nation? It is Alfonso Premiere here today, and welcome to another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at Premiere Edition Deluxe Class Bumblebee. That's right, guys. I finally got Bumblebee. I actually chose to go with this guy because I realized that I didn't really have a good Bumblebee figure. The only one that I had was from 2009, Revenge of the Fallen, and I lost his head. He didn't have a head, like he had no head, like he was just a body. So, yeah, I decided to get Bumblebee for this time, and I want to do a review of the figure. But before I start the review, I want to start off with a couple of shout-outs for Instagram. I want to give a shout-out to JXLife. It's actually _, JXLife_. I also want to give a shout-out to Alex Magana. .2 and finally TF_news_edits. I recommend you guys go to their Instagram page, follow them. They are very wonderful ALFANSOS, great people. I love to hang out with them in the live stream, so please guys go to Instagram if you have one and follow those guys. I hope you guys do that. Anyway, so we're gonna get into the review with Bumblebee. This is obviously the Premiere Edition, as I said before. For the packaging, you got Bumblebee, the artwork. I'm really, I am digging this artwork. That's one of my favorite poses of Bumblebee, and it kind of leaks onto the side, as you see. Then you got the Transformers logo right here. I'm gonna kind of back it up so you guys can see it. And you got the Bumblebee here, and then you got the Premiere Edition badge, and you got Transformers Autobot logo. And you have Bumblebee. He's showcased right here behind the plastic with his two weapons that we're going to discuss later. And we have Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Drift. On the other side, we have Bumblebee, and he has, as his description, Courageous Scout. Yeah, you got the three different translations, and you got Bumblebee.
A data file has been sent to your comlink.
I know that, Prime, but you know, you have to just not interrupt my you gotta stop interrupting my reviews. Anyways, yeah, so that's for the packaging. You turn over to the back, and you got Bumblebee, obviously, in his robot and in his vehicle mode, and he transforms in 15 steps, which, if I'm not mistaken, is yeah, it's more than the Deluxe Barricade. Deluxe Barricade transforms in 11 steps. And if you look over here for the other figures that you can get, Dinobot Slash and Decepticon Berserker. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, let's get this guy out and see how he looks in hand. I'm excited. I'm so glad I finally have a Bumblebee figure. Let's check him out. And here he is in his full glory, looking nice and golden. In his robot mode, you got Bumblebee. And I honestly gotta say, I really didn't expect this as to be the last night figure. This really looks more like an Age of Extinction figure. I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, his chest looks more like it has that shape like Age of Extinction, and his kneecaps. And then you also have the weapons. The weapons look like the kind of like the wheels from Age of Extinction. So I was really interested when I saw that. I was like, wait, wow, that looks like Age of Extinction. Not really the last night, but that is exactly how he looks. That's what we got for the last night. The only downside that I see in terms of the weapons, I mean, it is pretty cool. He has these little ninja blades or something like that, but what I kind of don't like is he has no guns. He has no guns. So I was like, wait a minute. Where's his gun? I thought they had an extra gun in the packaging, or they had a gun that you can get separately, or just something. But he does not come with a weapon. He doesn't come with a physical handgun or a cannon. His classical cannon that he's so used to having, that he has all the time. So it's like, I didn't know what happened to that. If they just, I don't know why they neglected that idea. Why didn't they give Bumblebee his cannon for his figure? I mean, he can't go without his cannon. But that's how he looks. This is the front of him, and that's the chest. It kind of pokes out and sticks out, and his head kind of sits in the little crevice right here. And then you got him in his legs right here. Turn him around, you got his backside, which I actually can't complain. I like this backside because this is actually broken up. I know it, because they could have went with one big piece, and that just would have ruined everything. But the fact that they broke it up, and it's kind of like a little, you know, it has some detail here, like some waves almost. there's a little detail there, so I actually can't complain about the back. In terms of the arms, I like the arms. I do appreciate the arms. I like how they kind of fold in. I kind of wish his hand would kind of stick out on the outside, and this would kind of serve as his wrist, but this kind of serves as his knuckles because it's far beyond his fist. So I kind of wish they would have extended that, but that's how he looks. That is Bumblebee. I'm just gonna do a quick size comparison with Bumblebee and Deluxe class, as I just did the review. Barricade. That's Barricade right there, guys. Let me get him to stand up. Stand up. Alright, so that's Barricade and Bumblebee together. I'm gonna kind of give you guys some background here so you guys can see. That's how they appear to be together. Barricade is actually significantly larger. You can see that Barricade obviously has more body mass. He's more stockier. Barricade is a stocky figure, I gotta admit. And Bumblebee is more slimmer and actually shorter. He's actually shorter. His head is lower than Barricade's head. And his shoulders don't they don't extend upwards the way that Barricade's shoulders does. So Barricade has that size, he has a size advantage. And I'm going to turn both of them around for the back side so you can get a look on how they look in the back. And there you go. I honestly, this guy's a little crooked. I honestly think that they did a better job with Barricade in terms of the back side. They gave him legs. They gave him room right here. And for this one, they just kind of let the trunk of the car just kind of hang on the back of the backpack. So his is much bigger and his is much smaller, as you guys can see here. Not really that big of a pet peeve, because most of the figures are going to have a backpack whatsoever. They're just going to look differently because the transformations are different. So I do understand that, but that is how they both look together. And I'm going to remove Barricade here, and I'm going to give him his leader. The two that have fought. And then, oh my god, just so many things happen with these two. But yes, Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, and as you can see, man, that is a size comparison if I've ever seen one. That is a difference. He's actually, because he is shorter than Barricade, he's obviously lower than Prime's bicep. He's to Prime's joint, almost to his elbow. Or, you know, to his shield, which is where his elbow is. So, as you guys can see, there is quite a size difference. And, but it is a good scale. I still like the scale in terms of Deluxe versus Voyager with Bumblebee. I like the scale. It kind of reminds me of the Last Night, like the film, the actual film. Because, whenever they both fought, you can see Bumblebee on top of Optimus with his leg on his chest. So you can see that, you know, he's got to be smaller to be able to really do that the way that they have it in the film. So I can't really complain with the size. The size is fine. So let's get him transformed into alt mode and see how he looks. And here he is in his alternative mode, in his Camaro mode. Now I gotta tell you guys, I do like the 2017 Camaro style better than the other styles. My second favorite is the 2011, the Dark of the Moon, but 2017, I love his custom alt mode. I'll flip this around so you guys can see the comparison here. I do appreciate the fact that they left the hood of the vehicle all black, gave it some more detail, and I love the front grille of it. Love it, looking good. The only thing that I don't really like with the alt mode is that, as you can see, it looks a little weird. There's the peg lines, you know, this thing doesn't really have a lot of pegs. It really has these panels that kind of fold in. So I kind of tried my best to keep it together, but the panel lines are like very, very obvious, you know. I mean, you can stick them together, but you're still gonna see it. And I really don't like that about the alt mode. I mean, it kind of takes away from the detail of the alt mode. I would actually prefer his robot mode better than his alt mode. This is the back of the vehicle. The back of the vehicle doesn't look bad. That looks pretty nice. I do like that. And the front, it's pretty nice as well. it's really just these sides. These sides bug me, because I'm just constantly pegging them in, and they always are, they're always coming loose. So that's kind of poor quality with the transformation. Like, the transformation I had the most issues with. So I don't like how his transformation is, and I don't like how he looks on the side. Even if you get everything pegged in nice and tight, you're still gonna have the lines you're gonna see, so that takes away from the Camaro itself. But to do a size comparison, I'm gonna put him right here, and I'm gonna get his arch nemesis, arch enemy, Barricade. There you go. So that's Barricade and Bumblebee. I'm gonna compare the fronts of the vehicles first. The grills, as you can see, love the grill. The grills are great. I actually love the front of the vehicles. They are really nice detail. I just love it. I just can't even say anything else. I love it. Looking at the sides of the vehicles, looking at them like that. As you can see, the sides of the vehicle, like I said, this is my least favorite part of its vehicle mode. It's the side panel, so I'm obviously going to say I like the Barricade one. The Barricade one actually looks nice. This is what I'm talking about. I want the figure to look kind of like this, you know what I mean? Like, smooth. Yes, there's going to be lines, but let it be very minimal. And with the Barricade figure, you know, it's more of a darker paint job, so even if it was a lot of lines, they wouldn't be that much of an eyesore as it is with this here. This just, I mean, it's crazy. But looking under them, you got Bumblebee with his two star-like weapons here, and then you got Barricade with his police gear, police baton and handgun, and you can see both of their faces. Look at that, guys. Hey, you know we can just, like, talk to each other in alt mode. We don't really have to transform. You're lucky you get to talk at all. I had a voice for a very long time. It was you who had no voice, so I don't care. Ugh, so idiotic. Like, they can just have conversations like that. They can just stand up. Yo, so guess what? What? How does it feel when I, like, you know, I mean, blew you up like that and you were falling? Oh yeah? You wanna play games, Bumblebee? But yeah, that's how they look. That's it. When they were in the London chase, I mean, Barricade didn't have this gun on top, but this whole side transformed, and then he shot him, and so I totally get that. But yeah, looking at the back of the vehicles, back to the review. I like the Bumblebee detail a lot better than the Barricade one. The back of Barricade is very plain. So yeah, overall, I mean, in terms of like the two together, they look like a good pair, and the size scale is not that much of a difference. And I'm gonna compare him with Optimus Prime, the leader of Autobots, the leader of the free world. I don't know what I'm talking about, but there he is with Optimus Prime. I'm gonna turn him around just like this so you guys can see Bumblebee. I love it. I love the scale. This is actually why I got Bumblebee, so that way I can have him next to his leader Optimus Prime, just like at the end of the movie the last night. I love that. Now that I like. That's the two buddies from the very beginning, Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, and they look so good together. The scale of the figures are great. The detail on the vehicle modes are great. I just absolutely admire this freaking figure. This is, but yes, he looks great next to his leader. I love the color, love the grille, love the hood. The only issue I have, as I said, is the detail on the side. Is how they, like the pegs. They're not really pegs, it's the panels that you gotta squeeze together to try to get the figure to form, and I didn't really like that, but you can have him riding on top of Prime. He's being towed. We're good. We're good. We're good. And stop. Don't worry, Captain. We'll bust out those scratches. But yes, guys, that is Bumblebee in its full glory with Optimus Prime. And I'm going to put them all together because why not? You got, well, I'm going to put them two together. They're friends. You guys are buddies. And then I'm going to put Barricade right here. So yeah, guys, that is my review. I really do like these figures. They are great. The Bumblebee figure is a fantastic figure. I just don't like the transformation. It is a hassle. And I don't like the size of the alt modes. The only other thing I don't like... Oh yeah, and he doesn't have any guns. He only has those star things, and I don't like... I hate that so much. I wish he had guns. If you guys have, like, you know, other figures that, you know, have guns, or if you just have spare guns you're not using, put it on the Bumblebee figure. Give B some weapons, man. He gotta be loaded. He's gotta be loaded. So, yeah, I would rate the Bumblebee figure on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being absolutely amazing, and 1 being absolutely horrendous. I would give this figure, oh god, what would I get? Probably a 6 out of 10. It's above half. It's above the halfway mark, because it is a relatively good figure, but there's I mean, the main things that we like about these figures, this one is lacking in. You know, the very good transformations and the weapons. But I do enjoy it overall. I'm probably going to keep him in his alt mode. I do like his alt mode, even though I hate those panels. It's going to bug me. But yeah, guys, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, give it a thumbs up, as always. And yeah, my name is Alfonso, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.